여러분, 안녕하세요. It's Rich. Now, as we all know, Christmas is coming up any day now. And obviously, I cannot really celebrate it or do much because of coronavirus. So I thought I would share some details about what British people usually would do during Christmas time. Now, I'm sure there are many videos out there talking about the food and other things that you might already know. But today, I'm going to talk about some things that you might not know about when it comes to British Christmas. And I'm also going to try and help explain why this clothing in particular has become so popular. So here we have some popular British things at Christmas. Now, number one, it's kind of right in front of your eyes, really, and it is this. You may think of this as a sweater or something else, but in the UK, we call this a jumper. A jumper is kind of like a thick sweater, and during Christmas time, many people like to wear Christmas jumpers. You can see mine has Santa Claus and some trees right there. Now, these Christmas jumpers actually started becoming popular in the UK in around about the 1980s. Before then, it was kind of seen as something maybe a grandmother would give you, and you might not exactly want to put it on. But since the 1980s, a few TV presenters went on a show wearing them, and from then on, it started to become more popular. Now for me, I remember really starting to get into Christmas jumpers when I was in university. I lived with about 9 other people in one floor. Yeah, we decided it's coming up to Christmas. We would all wear jumpers. You'd also have the choice between like silly, cool, just plain Christmas jumper. Now actually, these Christmas jumpers also started appearing in movies and other TV shows during the Christmas time. Maybe there's a film that you might recognize. This one, Bridget Jones's Diary. Actually, one character in the film wore a Christmas jumper during Christmas time. Now actually, there are really expensive versions of Christmas jumpers as well. Ralph Lauren, they had a snowflake pattern turtleneck, and that cost about $1,277. Imagine paying that for a Christmas jumper. Imagine paying for a Christmas jumper like this. I don't know about that. Now, it doesn't just stop at Christmas jumpers. Many people just like to wear different types of Christmas clothing. It could be Christmas socks, it could be Christmas hats. And more importantly, recently in the UK, a very big thing happened. Of course, the first person in the world to get a coronavirus vaccine was from the UK. Now she is a lovely, strong 91-year-old woman, and she went to get her coronavirus vaccine wearing a penguin t-shirt, a Christmas penguin t-shirt. Maybe you saw on the news, many people were talking about this penguin Christmas t-shirt because something special happened right after. After people saw a Christmas penguin t-shirt, they tried to find where it came from, and then they bought it. Now actually, because of this woman, the sales of the t-shirt tripled, and they actually had to get more in stock. They weren't originally thinking they would sell that many. The company that this t-shirt was from also said they got calls from Brazil, Spain, and Sweden about getting the t-shirt. There's actually a really nice reason why this t-shirt sold out really fast. It's because this t-shirt belonged to a charity. So the charity that runs the t-shirt, they use the money from the sales of the t-shirt to buy gifts for elderly patients in hospital over Christmas, and presents for children who are in hospital during Christmas time as well. So there's a really nice message behind it, and because of this woman, this very strong 91-year-old woman, their sales tripled, and they were able to raise about £4,000, which I think is about 5 million won, Obit Manon. But let's move on to part 2. Number 2 might be quite an important one to you as well, because you might be able to study from it and actually practice English because of it. And that is Christmas movies. Now, as British people, we like to keep the TV on pretty much all day during Christmas Day. Whether it's for TV shows, whether it's for movies, whether it's for something I will be talking about later in the video. And most families every year on Christmas time, they have their go-to movies that they watch. So I'm going to give you some recommendations. So if you're feeling like you want to watch a Christmas movie to help practice your English, you can watch them. Number 1, Love Actually. Now, Love Actually is a very famous one. I'm pretty sure people around the world know about this as well. And there are websites you can use to help you learn English using that movie. Number 2, we actually talked about this movie earlier during the Christmas jumper section, and that is Bridget Jones's Diary. This again is another popular movie to watch during Christmas time, and like I said, one of the characters was wearing a Christmas jumper during the movie. The last but not least, my favorite movie ever, honestly, Every year I have to watch this. Me and my family love it. And I'm still trying to find one with Korean subtitles so I can show Korean people this movie. And that is The Muppets Christmas Carol. Okay, if you look at the picture you might think, Richard, what are you doing? Why are you acting like a 5-year-old? True, my mind is probably like a 5-year-old or a kindergarten student, but this movie is gotta be one of the best Christmas movies ever. Trust me. If you ever find it with Korean subtitles, please watch it. Now, number 3. This one is popular, but at the same time, many people might disagree with me in the UK. And that's because actually my family never did this, and many other families don't do this. But during Christmas time, the Queen of England goes on TV and makes a speech. Usually the speech is about the year that we had, so I'm sure in the 2020 Christmas speech she will talk a lot about coronavirus, she'll talk about some problems that we had, and kind of try to help people have hope for the next year, and help them feel a bit better about 2020. It is often one of the most watched television programs on Christmas Day in the UK. So out of all the TV channels, it's one of the biggest. So I'm sure many people do watch it. And then they get regular TV shows and regular movies that appear on TV like Harry Potter. Then they get older movies as well. And you pretty much can sit down after eating Christmas dinner and just watch TV the whole day, drinking some wine, drinking some alcohol, and just relax with the family members. Now everybody, I only gave you a little glimpse at a British Christmas because there's so many things that happen in the UK. But everyone, Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. Next year, my aim is to start making more videos for you all, and I'm gonna do it. Everyone, fighting.